The dark side tempts all who touch it. Its relics offer impossible power at a terrible price. Even Darth Vader, the Emperor's enforcer and symbol of Sith might, walked away from certain artifacts. Here are 5 Sith relics so dangerous that Vader himself chose not to use them. Why Vader refused the path of relics. Vader wasn't like other Sith. He didn't chase lost holocrons or forgotten rituals. His power came from action, discipline, and terror, not relics. In the early days after Anakin's fall, Vader did seek a path to overthrow Sidious. He explored the edges of the dark side, but what he found wasn't strength, it was manipulation. Sidious hoarded artifacts, offering them as bait, and each one whispered promises, with strings attached. Eventually, Vader made a choice. Artifacts weren't the answer. They couldn't save Padme, they wouldn't free him. They only served to bind him tighter to the will of others. A gauntlet of chains. Darth Sidious didn't trust easily. When he rebuilt Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader, he embedded a hidden artifact into his right glove, the amulet of Lord Khan. This wasn't a gift, it was a leash. The amulet, a relic from the Brotherhood of Darkness, made the glove nearly indestructible. In battle, it gave Vader a fearsome edge, but the glove wasn't Vader's choice. It was Sidious's insurance policy, a constant reminder that even in strength, Vader was still bound. What made it insidious was its quiet control. Vader never requested it, never asked to wield Khan's power. Sidious installed it without his knowledge. This wasn't about enhancing Vader. It was about tethering him to the dark side on a molecular level, his very body infused with power, not his own. In the end, the glove survived Vader's death, a relic of power he never sought. The Haunted Mask. Darth Momin was a Sith sculptor whose art was destruction itself. His spirit lived on in a mask, an object Sidious later handed to Vader. Its effect was immediate and terrifying. Vader was building his fortress on Mustafar. He'd chosen the site for its proximity to the Force Nexus, still burning with the pain of his transformation. But Momin's mask didn't inspire. It corrupted. Each architect who wore it became Momin's puppet. 9 failed designs, 9 dead vessels. On the 10th try, Momin possessed a body and rebuilt himself. He opened a portal between life and death, offering Vader a chance to bring Padme back. For a moment, Vader stood at the threshold of resurrection. But the moment passed, Momin challenged him, and Vader killed him. Again. The portal collapsed. Padme didn't return. Only the fortress remained. This mask wasn't just a relic. It was a mirror. Vader saw the cost of reaching backward through time. Even in success, there would be no peace, only endless ruin. The Plague of Muur. Some artifacts don't tempt you with power, they infect you. The talisman of Karness Muur, created by one of the first Dark Jedi, transformed Force users into Rakghouls, monstrous beings enslaved to its wearer. Vader encountered the talisman when he awakened Celeste Morn, a Jedi who had sealed herself away with it for millennia. She wore it not by choice, but to contain Muur's spirit. Once awakened, the talisman reactivated, and so did Muur. During the battle, Muur spoke directly to Vader. He offered him a vision. Kill Sidious, take the talisman, rule the galaxy. It wasn't a lie. Vader saw the potential. But, in that moment, clarity broke through. He saw the chain, different from Sidious's, but still a chain. This is not freedom, he said. It's a new master. He left the planet, and never returned. In rejecting Muur, Vader rejected more than corruption. He rejected dependency. Artifacts don't give power, they demand it. Blades of Madness. Not all Sith relics whisper, some scream. The crossguard lightsabers of Darth Atreus were forged in war and steeped in rage. When touched, they drove the wielder into a frenzy, even Vader. In canon, Vader recovered one of the sabers from a criminal syndicate. The mob boss who wielded it had slaughtered his entire crew in a berserker state. Vader fought him, subdued him, and took the blade. But he never used it himself. Its effect was immediate, distorting thought, amplifying violence. Even for someone as seasoned as Vader, he delivered it to Sidious and never looked back. The weapon didn't amplify strength, it distorted it. Rage unchecked is not victory. It's suicide. And Vader, above all, prized control. The Ring of the Undead. During the construction of the second Death Star, a worker uncovered a strange ring belonging to Sidious. When worn, it reanimated the dead, who then continued their labor. The ring passed into the hands of the site's foreman. Dead workers were brought back to complete their tasks faster, but the line between automation and abomination blurred. Vader arrived, stopped the rituals, and claimed the artifact. But before returning it to Sidious, he issued one command: let the dead finish the job. It was a rare moment. Vader used the artifact, but not for power, not for conquest. He used it as a tool, then discarded it. It showed his philosophy. Power must serve purpose, not ego. And the Force, especially in artifact form, wasn't to be trusted. For all his brutality, Vader knew one truth: the dark side is a trap. Every artifact came with a cost: sanity, autonomy, soul, and he had already paid dearly once. Unlike Sidious, he didn't need relics to rule. Fear was enough. Discipline was enough. The real strength wasn't in artifacts. It was in refusing them, and in the end, that might have been Vader's last rebellion, and his final strength. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories of temptation, power, and ultimate restraint.